to increase her likability. I gotta be like.
Moran, thank you for gifting us up to Ferocia.
Kind of
John, man, I have a question. Like, you have a fuckload of tattoos, right?
as good as you could do.
I was just about to ask if you could take your
Yeah,
hoodie off so
I'm
we
gonna
could
be honest.
see the
I
entire
don't want
sleeve.
I don't want anyone getting tattoos.
Haram.
It's a
It is
satanic.
haram.
It's a satanic deal with the devil because you mark.
So wait, why is God still talking to you if you're like branded by the devil with your devil branding tattoos?
Because God doesn't want me to live perfect like you guys, because you guys are fake. He wants me to live like me, right? So he wants me authentic. So basically, a tattoo is you're going through pain, you're bleeding, which is a blood sacrifice, and it's satanic because you're marking the gift from God. So that tattoo is the most satanic thing, but it looks sick as fuck. Like, I'm gonna be honest, yo, I got a lot of explaining to do when I meet him. Like a lot.
Yeah.
You know? And,
honestly, dude, I'm thinking about getting a sleeve, but it's such a big decision to make.
I hate people's sleeves. I just wanted my back done, and then I realized, dude, I'm cheap. I should be able to see my own ink, you know?
True.
But I was gonna come back to Twitch with all face tattoos, and then when I was at the parlor and I called my mom, I always call my mom just to see. She started crying immediately, and I had to stop. And then she found out that I roast people, and she watched me roast. I forgot who it was, a girl and a guy, and she's like, and my mom started tearing up for real. She's like,
could I ask something? How was your relationship with your parents growing up? Were you like a problematic child?
Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Compared to my brothers, I was the most problematic because I'm a twin.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, aren't you a twin? Like, what's that?
There's another one of you?
Like totally different.
The other one's more normal. He's no.
There's two of you.
He's not worse than you. I've seen him. He's more normal.
No, in high school, he was the worst kid. Dude, this guy got suspended more than he got like expelled. It was ridiculous.
You want to see a picture, Doc?
I mean,
Yeah,
suspensions aren't.
Yeah.
You said that you almost got expelled multiple times.
cool.
but
I wanna see this.
suspensions really aren't that bad.
I'm gonna send you my favorite picture of him.
I
want to see this.
I've rarely been in trouble except when I'm with my twin. Like that's why we stay away from each other. When we stay together, we start really breaking like every term of service in the public. You know?
I really want this motherfucker to go to Berlin, man.
Yeah, just come to Berlin, man.
Bro, we'll do LA, but LA got fucking liberal girls. You'll love it.
No, it's fine. We'll do London. It's fine.
And remember, bro, around liberal girls, I'm a Bernie supporter. So I get laid, and when I come, I go, "Make America great again."
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Yo, guys, could you imagine? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, imagine having a twin doing all your fucking homework growing up for you. You know, he gave me a free ride in life, or else I wouldn't graduate. He didn't even do my college papers. You know, like he would stop doing his masters for me. So like, that's where I was like, I've always felt close to God because I'm like, bro, I've had someone pretty much wiping my ass my whole life, and bro, I'm telling you, like, I've been in trouble with the law where I used long time ago as a kid.
Doc, pay for him. How rich do you motherfuckers think I am? Are you serious?
What you're saying, John, reminds me of.
I can guarantee you, if this motherfucker starts a stream and sets a donation goal, he'll reach it within a day.
Yeah,
how about that?
I'm gonna be honest, Doc. You should pay for me.
I don't have the money, dude.
Like, dog, if you think about it, bro, God wants you to pay for me.
Okay, don't bring God into this, Zherka.
Astaghfirullah.
But yo, that's the problem, guys. You guys fear God, and I talk to him.
I think you.
I don't fear God.
He just
I don't talk to him either.
Stop talking to
no,
yeah, John. I think you might just be talking to yourself at this.
No, most
he thinks he's God. So.
Christians and Jews, most of them that are good and they think they're doing good are doing horrible because they're doing it out of fear and not love. That's why I'm so viral. And bro, like when I pray, I go, God, man, I need a fucking Mac. Next day is a Mac. Weird.
MashaAllah.
Well,
is God your dad then?
My uncle's always my dad's only giving me one present is the wheels. That's it. And bro, like when I say my dad offered me $38,000 just to quit the internet.
Very specific number.
My dad and mom,
very specific.
I think it's because that's how much you made it bouncing.
So liberal that they're like, they're ashamed to have a Trump supporting son. They think it's like they think they think weed is heroin, and then my mom starts crying. She like has anxiety because she's like, "What the fuck? Like all you did is hurt people's feelings." And I'm like, "Isn't it great?"
So I have another question. Your parents, are they religious?
Yeah, but like they're more like they donate their money to the poor, kind of that.
Right.
But they don't. And all the parties they throw are traditional. And
They're both
stuff.
Muslim, right?
Yeah, we do Eid and we do everything
Yeah.
right. But
Okay.
compared to like some of your guys's, probably not. You know, like my parents have really, really Canadian values now. Because when we first came here, they're like, since we came from war, my dad's like, if you don't master this English language, I'm gonna send you back. I'm like, you can't do that. And then at 16, a fucking immigration officer comes up to me and he's like, bro, you're failing all your classes. Your dad's actually gonna send you to live with your grandparents. I'm like, what do you mean? He can't do that. I'm a Canadian citizen. He's like, he can do that. And I'm like, Canada's fuck. What the fuck? And then at 17, I was gonna get fucking deported. I'm like, you can't rip me away from my twin. And they're like, dude, just get a C plus. Just get a C plus. I got C minuses, bro. But then they pulled through for me. And then I started getting in trouble with the law. I became a good salesman, or not a good salesman, but I was on a good team for Steve Nash Sports Club in Lower Mainland. But I was homeless, and then I became a salesman because I could talk. And then because sometimes people said they'd only buy my products just for the energy. They're like, I go home with a pre-workout and I feel like talking to John. I'm ready to take it. That's why I'm such a good life coach, right? But like honestly, like, and when you know God, like I've seen God's creation. That's why I'm a flat earther, right? It's people think I troll about this. On God, I'm not trolling about flat earth. I'm on God. On God. And I have a problem with a lot of Muslims who say like
I swear to God.
Yeah, like I swear.
It's like how Slicker says, "I swear on my mom's life," kind of thing.
Slicker
Like,
says swear down in the UK. But like actually you guys believe you're revolving around the sun when you know in your heart you're in the center of the universe. The Quran says you're in the center of the universe. The Quran says the earth is spread like a carpet. It actually does. When you read these verses, then you read the Bible, it talks about the firmament and the flat earth. All books talked about a motionless plane. Then you Google the smartest man in history, Einstein.
So are the books real, or did man fuck those books up, dude?
Hold on. And then you Google the smartest person on earth. Albert Einstein said Earth is an observable, motionless plane. When you find out curvature formula, 8 inches per mile square cannot be found at 120,000 feet, you should be able to see a ton of curve.
But you said earlier that man fucks the books up.
The Quran says that the world is a globe.
So did they fuck the books up for the war, or did they fuck the books up with the flat earth?
I said the books are only fucked when it talks about murder.
That's the only thing that they changed. They didn't change anything else to fuck with you? To make you think that you're the center of the universe? To make you think that you're not in a fucking moving galaxy and like a nothingness?
Oh, you know why you failed here? Because you're coming at it like I'm a religious nut when we all know.
No, I'm not. But you referenced that the books lie, and then you referenced the books telling the truth again, dude.
Ask my friend. Ask anyone on Discord, or ask anyone in Flat Earth.
Not your Discord,
no, not my Discord.
Wow.
Ask anyone why I'm banned. Like I'm the face of Flat Earth, and I'm banned. Do you know why I'm banned from every Flat Earth forum? Because I trolled them for months, and then when one kid, 18-year-old kid, said, "Go on a debate forum," and the first thing they asked me is, "If you're flying through the space, why has the North Star never moved for thousands of years? Because you believe in the heliocentric model." And I froze.
No. What? Do you know why? It's because it's over 100,000 million miles away. It takes that long for light to get to us, dude.
Yeah, that's quantum physics. It's not real physics. And quantum physics says
it's not quantum physics. It's regular physics. That's photons moving through space.
No. Quantum physics talks about
that's like quarks and shit, dude.
It talks about light can be seen from hundreds of millions of miles away. But if I ask Claw to look at the craters of the moon, you could see it with your naked eye, and the moon.
That's not that bit far away. That's already over.
The creators of the moon. Who made the moon?
I know. Let me finish. If you can see the craters of the moon, which is 240,000
Oh, the craters.
If the moon is 240,000 miles away, you cannot zoom enhance it with a telescope, you fucking idiot.
What do you mean?
Wait, hold on, Rambo.
The photons are always bouncing off the moon and traveling to your face.
Stand, hold on. Wait, stand.
I wanna. So explain a lunar eclipse then, if the Earth is flat.
Yes. All right. A lunar eclipse casts a red shadow. Shadow, by definition, cannot have a color. It cannot have a hue. Why is a lunar eclipse have a red shadow? It proves it's its own light.
A total eclipse doesn't have a shadow.
A total eclipse doesn't have a shadow, though.
Or color. It doesn't have a hue.
Yeah. Whatever.
What
happened last year? The moon just went black.
It said Amazon is calling me. Should I answer that call?
No, it's just your boss, Jeff Bezos.
Okay, yeah, but as I'm answering it, so I've already debunked the eclipse, but let me finish. Why is the sun and the moon relatively the same size for an eclipse? Why does the moonlight cast a colder temperature?
Because the moon is 1/400th the size of the sun, and it's 1/400th the distance. Listen. It's 1/400th the size of the sun. It's 1/400th the distance between the sun and the earth.
Not size.
Huh?
Not size.
You said relative size, like in the sky.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
I just described exactly that.
No, I'm talking about temperature. How is moonlight colder than the shade it casts? Go.
What?
Go ahead.
What was the question?
How is moonlight colder than the shade it casts?
Go ahead. Answer the question.
Moonlight. Okay, the only moonlight that's warming up the earth is the sunlight that bounces off of it. It's not warming us up.
Sunlight off the moon.
Oh, your brain is lagging. Let me answer. Let me say so.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Why does moonlight? It's proven. You can Google it.
Nope.
Why does? Okay.
There is no light coming out of the moon. It's a reflection of the sun.
Can I ask the question, bro?
Yeah, you can try as long as you.
You guys are missing the point of this.
Okay.
When measured scientifically, you can buy it and do it yourself, right? You can measure temperature. Measuring the temperature of moonlight is colder than the shadow it casts. The moon
because it has to go from the moon, the sun to the moon, and then bounce off of
that
it to it.
Its own light source, you fucking.
Dude, okay. No. Listen to this. Take a fucking flashlight. To point the fucking temperature gun at the flashlight and then point it at the wall that you're shining the light on, it's gonna be colder there than it is at the fucking source. Are you stupid?
Did you just say moonlight is colder than shade?
No, I'm saying the reflection of the sun is colder than the actual sun. Yes.
I didn't ask that. You're running. Can you comprehend the question?
There is no such thing as moonlight. That's what I'm saying. You can't argue with me when there's no such thing as you're talking about.
What about sunrise and sunset?
If the moon is reflecting the sun's rays,
yes,
like you believe, right?
100%.
And it's not a self-illuminary object, right? It's not.
Which has been proven that it's not.
If. Why is it measured moonlight is colder than shade? Go.
Shade is in like what? You're saying like you're saying the okay, so you're saying the moonlight, the illuminary beacon of moonlight is colder than shade?
Google it, bitch.
What shade are you Googling?
What shade are we talking about?
I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Rabo, Twitch Prime.
What's that in space, you idiot?
Hold on. Instead of freaking out, don't ask what shadow. Here. What's your favorite thing in public? A tree? A shadow of a tree. Why is a shadow?
How about the shadow that Slicker's gonna cast on you because you're 300-viewer Andy? We'll measure that, and that's gonna be warmer than fucking moonlight because moonlight is literally in space.
Moonlight doesn't have a temperature.
Moonlight isn't real; it's a reflection.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if it casts a shadow.
What is this?
Wait, cat.
Yo, who said moonlight doesn't
Shit
have
out of me, cat. Alright, yeah.
Brain actually
so if you guys have Amazon Prime connected to your Twitch account and
someone just sub, please. We need to change the subject.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Whoa, Goosey, calm the fuck down. I average 325 viewers, my good sir. Go fuck yourself.
Whoa. Okay, so relax.
Okay, so
Hi, Goosey.
Exclamation mark join if you'd like to be on Rod.
Yeah, if you'd like to be interviewed for the King of the Hill or the Reverse Show, I have somebody.
That was a lot.
I feel like I need you to do a whole lot of things.
How do we feel?
I'm
scared.
I knew it.
Oh my god, here comes Slicker.
Dude, can I say something, Claw? Why do you keep bringing up views again?
Because that's all he does. I'm literally just mimicking him. I'm mocking him because that's all he talks about.
Fucking size of a squirrel.
Oh, he hears you already. Never mind.
Why are you doing that, Doc? What's up?
No, I'm
Slicker. Look, bro, we're getting into flat Earth, bro.
Oh, okay. Dude, I don't give a fuck how the Earth looks, man. Stop.
You don't care about God's creation?
Well, how would you know? You'll only be able to find out if you go there, bro. What the fuck? You can't even say if it's flat, bro.
Why can't you measure from 40,000 feet on an air jet?
Excuse me?
I mean, you can bring a level on a plane and measure it. It's called an airplane because it flies over a motionless plane. If it was a sphere, the plane would have to dip its nose.
Okay, let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. So if the Earth's flat, what about the moon? What's that? Is that flat?
Well, the moon has been proven, like, you know, in the blue, when you see a full moon in the blue sky, how you can see the blue sky running through it, right? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
when it looks faded, like
when it's in the sky, like during daytime, you can still see the moon.
When it's a full moon during the daytime, in a blue sky, you can see blue sky going through it. It proves that it's a translucent luminary. It's just a light. That's all it is.
It's called the atmosphere, but okay.
You know, because how would it be the atmosphere if it's in the vacuum?
Because there is no
there's an atmosphere in space or in Earth.
No,
Earth atmosphere.
It's a logical fallacy because the moon would have to have a dark cast over it. It can't have.
It does when the sun does it.
It can't have nitrogen running through it, the atmosphere. I believe that the moon is within a closed system, like a snow globe, like the Quran, Bible, Torah said. You fucking idiot.
But those are all lies. Those all were full of lies that man created.
Only when they talk about conquest, like war.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have lied about this at all.
I mean, like, think about it. You guys believe the books when they say kill babies that don't believe in your religion. That's not from God.
What book are you reading? That's some fucked up manga.
Guys,
I've never heard of that before.
Are you saying these 3 books have not been used for conquest?
I don't know. I've never read them.
I've read the Quran. I haven't read about killing babies, dude.
Bro, we're not allowed to talk about it, but all 3 books get very violent very fast. So this is what I'm saying. Like, guys, you can pick and choose the good part, especially like if you grew up in the culture. Of course, imagine a Christian guy can choose to love his neighbor, but if he chooses the other page of the Bible that says kill him if he works on a Sunday, there's some parts of the book that are not from God. Period.
John, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Why is it called a snow globe and not a snow plane?
Bring some IQ on here.
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering why is it called a snow globe and not a snow plane?
Wait. Hold on. Cootie, go ahead. You have the floor. Go ahead.
I said, why is it called a snow globe and not a snow plane?
Terrain.
I don't get it. Is that a troll?
I'm joking on water. No, because you said that. I mean, okay. So you said that. You said that.
Hold on. This is where you guys lose me. You guys think Jon Zherka believes in a flying disc in space. I don't believe in outer space. I believe in the constellations as I see them. I'm not going to think that these stars are burning balls of gas that are computer-generated images that you look at NASA that was started by Nazis. I don't believe in that. Look, man, I don't trust Nazis.
Wait, what?
You can't.
I don't believe in that. But look,
don't.
when I say the snow globe, I mean Earth, stars, moon. Just like every culture talked about the snow globe. I don't believe in a disc revolving around the sun. That's misinformation started by Flat Earth Society, which is a government website. You guys are getting bodied here.
So you think we're essentially just in a massive snow globe?
I mean, it's been proven. If you think about it, how can you replicate a rainbow? How can you replicate a rainbow in a garage scientifically? You need water vapor, a light source, and a glass dome. That's why rainbows are shaped of a dome. They're not shaped as a sphere. Fucking idiot. Keep coming. Keep going.
What are you trying to say?
Well, isn't it only not shaped in a sphere because of the Earth that?
Why is the flat Earth the only banned topic on Google and YouTube? You can never find it. Go.
You can go. I can find 100 videos right now on flat Earth.
You'll find disinformation like Vsauce, right? You will never find what I read ever. It takes digging, bro.
Where did you find it then?
Yeah, where did you find it then?
Well, when it became popular, right? I missed it. I was 2 years late. The only place I found it was ericdubay.com. Because
Eric Dubai?
Eric Dubay.
What the fuck is that?
Basically, he's a geocentrist, and he read all these books and old scrolls that talk about geocentrism, and he realized one day that you guys believe in a Mars rover. And Doc, let me tell you, you have Wi-Fi connection today. You believe it's sending you...
Eric Dubay.
Doc paid $20 billion in taxpayer money to get one photo of Mars 200 million miles away. How is NASA have special Wi-Fi 200 million miles? Are you fucking dumb? I don't
It's not special Wi-Fi, it's satellite signals.
You
Which
believe in satellites?
He says his thing about that is he thinks satellite dishes on Earth were invented before satellites in space. But that's because he doesn't understand that satellites can actually go up and hit the atmosphere and bounce back down and talk to each other far distances.
No,
like
bro.
that.
Why do you lose if satellites are in low Earth orbit? Google satellites and push it on the screen. If satellites are in low Earth orbit, Google Earth used an airplane to take all the pictures. That's been noted. Another thing, if satellites are real, you wouldn't lose You only get reception around the grid. When you go off grid into the mountains, you don't get reception. You need to be around
because they're different satellites.
One thing, little kid. It's
97%
97% of world Wi-Fi is controlled by Google it. It's going to say undersea cable and weather balloon. You're so done here.
No, okay, that's not true. First of all, so you said that satellite dishes were invented before satellites, so that means that the satellites aren't real.
I didn't say that. Bro. I didn't. Let me tell you what I just said.
Time.
Let me tell you. Why do you lose cellular service in the mountains? Go.
Because the satellite coverage doesn't want to focus on those. It wants to focus on the major cities where a lot of the population are. You can't have like 100%. They're literally geosynchronously locked satellites in space that are pointing like directly down at the major cities, and they don't have enough of them to cover the entirety of the world yet.
Okay. Can I have
They're launching up a lot more all the time, though.
Okay. You believe also that there's spacewalks on a satellite, the ISS says. You guys should search up NASA bloopers and really laugh at what you're saying. But let me just say this. If you guys really believe in satellites, just answer this very easily. You guys say you can see them from Earth, right?
You can see satellites from Earth, yes.
I've never seen one.
So you just said you can see something that's over 200,000 feet.
If you have a telescope, you can point it at the moon and you can watch the ISS go across the moon with the telescope.
Are you sure it's not a blinking light?
No, it's a fucking. You can see the ISS, the entire fucking thing.
Oh, really?
Do you think that the International Space Station is real? Do you think it's actually up there?
No, it's already been debunked. Search up ISS.
No, it is up there.
No, it's not.
It is up there.
Up where?
So then where did the astronauts go when they go up into space?
On one of those parabolic...
On an airplane, he almost said.
No, on a parabolic plane, you fucking idiot.
Okay, so they just like hang out in the... But no, like most of the time, like when new astronauts are going to the International Space Station, where are they going?
Fucking idiot, it's been proven.
Wait, what did you say?
Wait, cite your sources. Can I Google this?
Okay, search up Freemasonry of Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
Hold on. Don't bring me into this. I don't want to get put on a list, man. Hold on, relax, Zherka.
Freemason.
Yeah, just search up.
Just don't be googling that. Just don't try.
FBI, open up.
Yo, and why can I answer all these questions and you guys get stumped on mine? That's kind of weird.
Because
the answers to your question.
Yeah, you phrase your questions in ways that literally we have. It's
you guys asked about the eclipse and got destroyed.
No, I didn't. Okay, the eclipse. You literally said you won the eclipse debate, but we just said that there is no hue during a full total eclipse. And a regular eclipse has a hue because the sun is still there, present with warm light. Yes. I just answered your question. Now, where's my answer? What? Go to the next topic. Go. I dare to say another one.
Yo, we can.
I love Soberclaw.
You can go anywhere you want. Go anywhere. I'm so confident in God's creation. Anywhere. Go.
I can go any. What do you mean? I can go anywhere and you'll win the debate?
If you want to go curvature formula, what is the curvature formula? 8 inches per mile square. There's no curvature at 120,000 feet up with a weather balloon.
Curvature formula. You're talking about gravity? 9.8 meters per second square.
Go back around to flat Earth.
We're staying on flat Earth.
Oh, we're staying it. Okay.
Dude,
I actually have a picture of flat Earth. Hold on.
We know that the Earth isn't flat because it has mountains, you dumbass.
What is that mean? What are you talking about?
Up and down, dude. It's mountains.
No, but I'm saying like they measured Kansas and Montana, and it was flatter than a pancake. They measured it.
Okay, so they measured it from like they took like a piece of string, they tied it on like a really tall branch, and they just brought it all the way across Kansas. And it never touched the ground again.
No, they used the laser.
How'd they do it?
Oh, laser.
Oh yeah, the little. What are they called?
How long did laser
go?
No, not. You're so funny. You're so smart. Like,
if the Earth was flat, wouldn't all the water just fall off the Earth and we'd have no water left?
No, because it's enclosed in the highest shoreline. What continent has the highest shoreline? Antarctica. You're an idiot.
So Antarctica is. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm lost.
Do you have a map of what the flat Earth looks like, so I can kind of?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like, where is everything on this?
It's enclosed.
You're saying Antarctica is like actually the
perimeter?
Yeah, the perimeter.
If you want to imagine a flat Earth, think of how a compass works. A compass only works on flat Earth because it points to magnetic north. It doesn't point to south.
Then how do you?
Yo, flat Earth looks sick. Look, the water's so
I don't even understand how that proves anything, though.
What do you mean?
If you have it magnetic north.
Can I just get your question? You just said if a compass only works on a flat Earth, that doesn't prove anything. You're a fucking moron.
No, because I think if it only points to magnetic north, that doesn't mean that you're on a flat Earth. How does it prove that you're on a flat Earth?
As in, you have 4 points of south, and you circumnavigate east to west like the sun.
Because the poles are magnetic, dummy.
Oh, because the poles are magnetic?
The poles are magnetized, yes. That's how the compass works.
You don't get...
How does it work? How does it work at all with a flat Earth?
What about the people who think it's shaped like a donut?
Boobles, like, I don't want to say you're low IQ, but I feel bad for you guys. I can debate your heliocentric model better than you guys. Way better.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying that you can't. I just asked if
you think the moon is a bioluminescent ball in the sky that has its own heat source somehow?
Well,
right?
the moon, there's a reason why.
I'll bring it back. Cigarette time.
There's a reason why NASA told you that the moon's face is rotating with the Earth, so you never see the other side of the moon, right? It's always, even in a full moon.
Geosynchronously locked, correct? Yes.
So they told you that because they can't prove it's a sphere. You fucking idiot. It's not something you can land on. Period.
But they did land on it.
No, they didn't. That's already.
That was so. Who did Stanley Kubrick film all that?
No, it's already been wrong. Like NASA admitted, bro.
That's an
they did.
Yeah, they did because when Richard Nixon called the astronauts on a telephone, like this is when the NASA employees started laughing at the question because they know they never went to the moon. You can't call someone on a landline-based telephone. You're an idiot like Boobles.
Whoa, I never even. Okay, look, I'm just trying to get educated here. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. You don't have to come at me. You don't even know me, so you can't even tell me that I'm an idiot.
I think you're an idiot because of this. Listen, Doc and these guys, they're like, flat earther, that sounds crazy, but I'm the only one destroying people here. You know what I mean?
I just destroyed 3 points that you've proven, dude, and then you keep saying that you destroy people. That's why nobody can argue with you, because you think that you're winning, but you're losing.
No, it's not just me. Every flat earther wins. Physicists versus flat earthers is on YouTube. Go watch it.
Again, but you say go watch it, go Google it, go do you never have your own points to make, and every point that you do make, I destroy you with.
All right. Call. Can I ask your best reason of why you think you revolve around the sun? Go.
Because that's literally because of the way seasons work, because of the way our axis is tilted, because of the way that the moon circles around us. I mean, there's so many fucking things that do it. I mean, why do we have seasons?
Yeah, seasons is just because the sun circumnavigates east to west and the rain gets smaller and bigger. Duh.
The rain gets smaller and bigger?
Yeah, if it rotates.
How do different parts of the world have different temperatures and different climates and stuff? What seasons and everything?
I just explained it. If you think of a flat plate, like I don't want to get up.
What about time zones?
But look, if I don't know time zones or waves, but that Chris Flat Earther guy does. So don't ask me about waves. But the plate I can answer so fast. If it rotates like this, right?
It's light out for me right now, but it's dark for Slicker. Like, how does that work?
You're an idiot. Think of yin and yang. One is light, one is dark. You fucking moron.
But like, he would have to be like at a different, like over here, and then I'd have to be over here, and the sun would have to be here, so he doesn't see the light and I do, right? So it's more of like a globe, like a circle. Then
no. We as flat earthers, we don't believe what you guys believe. The quantum theory of light can be seen almost forever. We believe
that's not quantum though. That's regular physics. That's called photons, dude. Yes, it is. It's go Google what a photon is. Bro, it's a fucking beam of light hitting your eyeball. That's all it is.
If we want to do this with trigonometry, they've proven that the sun is very cold. We can do this.
The sun is cold.
You can oh my god, bro. With trigonometry, you can prove how close the sun is, and it's not in fucking 93 million miles away.
It's 11 light minutes away. Yes.
No, it's 8. You fucking in your model. You fucking idiot.
Well, okay, 8 to 11, whatever.
I know your own model better than you. I know your religion better than you. You fucking.
I'm not religion.
It's a religion.
It is a religion. It is. You guys were worshiping Apollo. That's why you think you revolve around the sun. That's the sun god. You fucking idiot. You started by the Catholic Church. Next.
Amazon Prime.
I'm just like super interested.
Yeah.
By the way,
never seen somebody so like
Boobles meet Jon Zherka. Jon Zherka meet Boobles.
Nice to meet you. Even though you already called me low IQ, so it's fine.
No, I love low IQ growth. I love it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Boobles,
yeah, sure. Okay.
You would.
I did.
Ask the question again, John.
She'd make out with me, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who in this Zoom or who in this appearance wouldn't?
I like this. Yo, send me a friend request.
I already said that I would do.
Everybody's like slowly like.
All right,
I
Google.
already said I would let
I'm just
Jon
saying,
Zherka
like,
do
what-
unspeakable things to me. It's just the second he opens his mouth, I'm out of there.
No. I can't open my mouth if we're kissing. We'll be good.
He's got you there, Cody.
He does got me there.
Boobles, like I'm the kind of romantic type. Are you into that?
I don't actually believe you at all.
So
Like you don't have to lie about it. You can
Earlier
just be
he was talking about
yourself.
how he likes girls to suck his dick and then he plays bad anime so that
No,
they
I
leave
put it all.
Yeah, loud anime.
What? Okay, what's your idea of bad anime? I'm confused.
He
Anything
didn't say
about-
bad anime, he said
it
loud
was loud,
anime.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
like
loud
Dragon Ball Z
anime.
or Naruto.
Oh, what? Okay, well, what if they're into that? What if they're into loud anime?
Anything
Yeah,
without
like, what
a-
if they really want to watch it, like the fucking King Kai?
Bro,
Okay, whatever.
there is such thing as a lot of bad anime. If it has no plot or character development, like One Punch Man, you're a fucking idiot for watching it. You know? Because like we want to see characters develop. Like I wasn't always this beautiful of a man. I used to be a like pussy like.
I love that you can just barely see Slicker as his light flickers.
Flicker, you look like a
fucking creep.
I can't hear, but yo, all I'm saying is this, right? You guys talking about all this, but why does it matter? What if the Earth is flat or not? Who gives a fuck?
Can I answer?
True.
I feel that.
Can I answer? Can I answer?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Sure, John, you were probably gonna answer it regardless.
Wait. Before John says this, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Cat. Twitch.tv/Cat like now. All right, go ahead,
Love
John.
you, Cat.
Yeah. You asked why this matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just say why does it matter if I'm flying through infinite space or in the center of God's creation?
Shit, music's too loud. I can't even hear you. One sec.
That is the most satanic thing I've ever heard you say, Sticker.
Okay, are we
So-
talking
Say
about
that again.
Wait,
Say that
so
again.
Zherka, I have a
I
question.
think both. I think we're talking about both.
Kind of trying to move on from the whole flat Earth shit. Like you,
I know, but I'm
you
just saying, like, guys, it's not about the shape. It's about you're in the center of the universe. God
yeah,
loves you.
right. But like my question.
Doc, what do you
Me?
mean, right? You believe you're revolving around the sun right now.
I don't see the point in
I
bringing
live in,
God into
at the end of the
anything.
day, dude. I stream from a fucking closet. It doesn't fucking matter what.
He considers them both
What I-
religions.
What the fuck is going on? Like 3 people just tried to talk over each other right there.
Yeah. Okay. So
One
wait,
person
my
at a
question.
time.
My question is. My question.
Destroyed the debate. I destroyed the debate.
Okay.
Claps in
I
chat for
will
Zherka.
say, you put up a very good debate. You did. You know your information that you believe to be true. You do. You know it.
No, yeah, and you know what's funny? I was wondering if you guys were gonna ask the hard questions, like how large.
How big is your dick, John? That's a hard question.
When it's hard, I'm proud of him. Like when it's warm out. When it's cold out, like if I'm in the moonlight, not that great.
Okay.
In the moonlight.
In the moonlight.
So Zherka, you
The
said
moonlight's very cold.
you said you were raised religiously. Your parents are religious. So I mean they took care of you.
No. I was raised to like believe in God, but not religiously. I Kurnukum Shku and Jami to the Albanian guys. I've never gone to like mosque.
Right, but when you said when your mom called you while you were getting a tattoo, she was pissed off, right?
Oh, she was crying. She's like, your face.
What?
What?
Your face.
I was getting a face tattoo. My
Yeah.
mom
So
said,
like in general, tattoos.
Why are you telling me that?
She views tattoos as something that are haram, right?
She says it's the most. When she sees me, anytime she sees my arm, like 9 times a day, she'll be like, oh my God, you know, she's
Right. Okay. So based off of that reaction, do you not feel like a little? Don't you feel like bad at all for like kind of like making her feel like that, or your parents in general feel like that?
Not at all. As long as like I'm true to myself, God rewards me. And my like, think about it. If I stuck to bouncing and I didn't have my own life, that would be like, oh, blah blah blah. I only got the ink because I'm like, look, I never want to work a day in my life. I want to be like an entertainer, and entertainers look like they live. I want to live a free life. I don't want to live. If I lived how my mom wanted to live, I would be the #1 Twitch guy. I'd be the most liberal loser. But bro, imagine if I told if you imagine like you guys think your parents want the best for you, but they'll never be able to. If you told your parents I'm going to be a rock star, like I told my parents I'm going to be a rock star, dude, trust me, they're not going to get it. So sometimes you got to follow your own path. And rock stars get tattoos. I deserve tattoos. You know what I mean? Like you guys don't deserve them.
Whoa.
Ooh.
What if I too want to be a rock star?
You're right, dog. Like, yo, the one thing I never give my mom is like, I've always been employed. Even though I've always been unemployed, fired like 30 times, I've always been employed just so she doesn't worry about, oh, does he have food and shit. But for some shit, like, all I'll say is if you run a business, which is your lifestyle, a business is just how you want to live. You want to be your own boss. You cannot be listening to your parents. You got to listen to your parents for like, oh, I don't want you to marry this girl because she's a fucking gold digger. But if you told your parents about Twit, I guarantee you they'll fuck you up. I guarantee.
Okay. So I have one more question with something that I'm kind of currently dealing with.
Like, you've ever done anything against your mom's wishes?
Me?
Something big, like a tattoo?
No, I drank. And then she found out, and she was not happy with that. That's pretty much the most I've done. That's pretty much it.
Oh, you're a pretty good guy. Well, bro, I've been in prison.
No, Jesus Christ. Okay. So another question is, John, what do you think about? I don't know if you have this in Albania, but it's something that I'm currently.
What?
It's something that I'm currently dealing with. What are your thoughts on like arranged marriages and shit?
It works better than regular marriage. Less divorce rate. It's good.
That's what you said, Doc.
Yeah, that's what I said. But at the same time,
if scientifically it's proven to be better, I'm not going to argue it. That's why I'm a flat earther.
Scientifically?
Okay, but the question
is not scientifically. It would be statistically.
Scientific method means you dumbass. It means
no, it's statistically. It's proven by statistics, not scientists or scientifically.
No, if it's a repeatable experiment, it's the scientific method. You stupid fuck.
No, it's not an experiment. You can't take Doc and get him married a bunch of times. He would get divorced every single time too, and it would not do anything. So you can't take the same thing over and over again. It's a statistics. It's generalizations, dude.
No.
Holy shit!
I was gonna say, I brought this point up yesterday.
Look at Rasil, please. I don't even see you anymore.
I'm arranged.
I just learned so much today. We're in a snow globe. God talks to Jon Zherka, and arranged marriages
Flat
are
Earth
the way
is a
to
religion.
go. Yeah.
No. NASA is a religion of fake. Like, you guys believe in Pluto, right?
And what?
We believe in Pluto as
Like
the
the planet?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a planet anymore,
It's not
so
a planet
no.
anymore.
No. Okay. What did you guys believe in Uranus?
Yeah, I believe in my anus.
Yeah.
Hold on. One question. You guys also believe Jupiter is like a planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say, if you take off the T?
That's where you went to get more stupider.
No,
I hate you.
I'm out.
Boobles, you're a cute girl, but if you take off the lowercase letter T off the word planet, what do you get?
What?
A plane. He's trying to say it's a plane.
Yeah, I don't. So you think that we're a plane? That the Earth is just a giant plane?
Airplanes.
Okay.
The inventor of the airplane was a flat earther and called the airplane an airplane because it's a thing flying over a flat plane.
You know who's a flat earther? Admiral Byrd, the first person to Antarctica, and he did a whole interview with a geocentric map.
Have you answered what you think is around the Earth? Like, what do you think the Earth is in?
It's a dome type, like they say glass, but it's guaranteed a dome because nothing pops out into orbit. That's why they lie to you guys about the Van Allen radiation belts, is because they can't go to the moon anymore because they faked it. You can't pop out. Flat Earthers sent a rocket.
We're going back to the Earth.
No, I want to know what you think that holds this globe of Earth. Like, what do you think is surrounding this globe? Okay, well, the Earth in general. What do you think is like around it?
So if you look at Operation Deep Freeze and Operation Fishbowl Dominic, which Dominic in Latin means of the Lord, so the CIA coined it Fishbowl of the Lord, like a dome, right?
So you think God has this in a fishbowl?
Yeah, they shot 72 rockets during the Cold War straight up into the air from Antarctica, right? And you can Wikipedia all this. And
Wikipedia, that's a good source.
Good source.
Yeah, or no, you can Google anywhere. Like, this is a fact. This is not a lie. It's declassified. So, like, why would they shoot rockets straight up into the air when they were trying to get to the moon? It's because they found a dome. Yeah.
The rockets. Okay.
Just search up Operation Deep Freeze, Operation Fishbowl Dominic. Just these, and Operation High Jump.
I'm gonna do it just to
Well, don't you think they would have just launched the rockets from Antarctica because it causes...
I know the chat is not a flat earther, but I want to see them now.
Zherka, do you have any lines memorized from the Quran?
No, nor any book, bro. I did an audio book, bro.
Okay. So you can still memorize a line from an audio.
Bad? Like I don't know. Like guys, you got to remember. Like I'm not big into religion. I'm big into God. There's a huge difference.
Hey, Mulix, thank you for gifting us up to Tom Jones Wales, man. I appreciate
Guys,
it. The only one I remember, Slicker,
But
do you
didn't
know
you
any?
say flat Earth was a religion, though?
Do you know any lines from the Quran?
I said NASA's a religion.
I can't hear.
Do you have any? Do you remember any lines from the Quran?
Surah Al-Fatiha and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
What link? The link to chat?
What? Not even Slicker memorized any?
No, he has one.
I have
What?
two.
You have two? That's it?
Wait.
But you don't have any, John.
You don't have any, no?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صدق الله العظيم. I don't know which one that is though. I haven't memorized.
Actually, can you read the one that explains how the Earth is laid out flat?
They never mention that in the Quran.
Oh, really? Because I'm on the page right now.
Where?
Yeah.
Can you read it for us, John? Can you do like a dramatic reading for us?
It even talks about a firmament that's egg-shaped.
I mean, if it was flat, then...
Yeah, because guys, it's not a regular dome. The North Star, the highest star, right? It is proven the highest, right? That is the highest part of the dome. All the constellations are not moving. They move. The stars move. The Earth is stationary. That's why they do perfect clockwise circles. Look at time-lapse videos of stars, and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
You're saying the North Star? You're saying I could, if I showed you a video of the North Star moving?
Well, I mean, couldn't that be happening because everything is moving at a relative speed, but just in different
Yeah,
directions?
you need that lie to make yours make sense.
Have you ever seen time-lapse footage of just at nighttime, like the stars moving through space? Like you just like set up a camera and it just like you see the like.
Oh, that's exactly when I became a flat earther, when I YouTubed that.
So if you ever had a chance to get into a spaceship, a little rocket, would you get into it just to go see for yourself?
You can't. You will fucking.
I'm saying if somebody came to you and was like, John, do you want to get inside of the spaceship and we're gonna prove to you that the Earth is not flat?
So no, hang on. You're telling me that the definition of a vacuum is zero oxygen, and a pressurized system like the atmosphere of Earth with oxygen can live inside of a vacuum? That's a logical fallacy.
With an atmosphere it can.
How? That's a logical fallacy.
Because the atmosphere is keeping all of our gases from escaping the globe.
But the definition of a vacuum is you can't have atmosphere in it. You fucking moron.
No, you can if there's a layer of like protective, like the ozone layer. There's like layers of these like things that are protecting. Oh Jesus. Okay.
I love it. I actually love it.
Ozone?
Yeah.
Ozone.
Yeah, the ozone layer.
Say that's what's protecting it.
Yeah, it's O3. Yeah. What about it?
Hold on. Let me break it down for you again. The definition of a vacuum.
We're breaking it down.
Zero oxygen, no matter any variable. Fucking idiot.
That's okay, but do you know that space is full of its own gases too, right?
I guess I should even ask global warming.
Hey, Claude, you can circle around the question, but until you explain to me what a vacuum is.
Well, I don't need to know what a vacuum is because because a vacuum, you're saying that space is a vacuum. Space isn't necessarily a vacuum. It's just literally the like if a hole busts in your spaceship, right?
Space is not a vacuum?
No, so listen, if a hole,
we have differing opinions of what
if a hole bursts into your spaceship, right? It sucks all of the air and everything out of your spaceship. It sucks it all back into space, right? But are you saying that there is no other gas in space at all?
No,
like
that's
there's no
not,
gas.
I'm saying in your fake model, there's plenty of nebulas and gases and all the kind of shit you talk about.
It's just a pressure differential. That's what vacuum's all about.
You just fucked yourself in the ass when you said this. Did you hear what you just said, Claude? You said, why do things get pulled out of a spaceship if you open up an airlock?
So you're saying that space is a vacuum.
Because it's a vacuum. It will
space is a vacuum. You said that you disagreed with me. I said space is not a vacuum. No, listen. So, no. You listen for a second. Look. You said space. No. So listen to me. I said space isn't a vacuum, and you said space is a vacuum, right?
It is a vacuum.
So you believe in space then? So shut the fuck up, you idiot.
In your model, it's a vacuum.
No, it doesn't matter. You just literally just said that you believed in space, and I said space isn't a thing. You just said you did. So space isn't a vacuum then.
By NASA's definition, it's a vacuum. You can't have.
I don't believe in NASA. That was built by Nazis. Who the fuck cares about NASA, dude?
Then where are you getting your information from?
You.
Are you trolling me, bro?
Yes.
I'm reading NASA and it says space is a vacuum.
Why do you listen to NASA? You just said they were made by Nazis. Why do you listen to them, dude?
No, but isn't that your religion with dogs?
No, I don't have a religion. I'm not religious. I'm agnostic, bro.
No, but you worship that you're revolving around the sun. That's a type of worship.
I don't worship it. No, I just think that that's the truth.
Why?
Because like I said, the way that you can put like a poll. Okay, you can put a poll in the middle. Okay, you said you can't explain time zones. Clearly, that's too much for you. But let's say we're on the same time zone.
Hold on.
Did someone say NASA?
Hold on.
I'm screaming.
Can you just go back to shouting Maximus and viral, please?
No, I don't like. I like this better.
I like that one.
Listen. Let's take us. Okay, you can't explain time zones. That's too hard for you. Let's say we're all in the same zone.
I'll explain time zones like this. I give you constellations, curvature, and a compass, and your mic drop evidence is time zone.
Yes. What do you mean? Because why can the sun be up here, but a live streamer on the other side of the planet has the sun? There's
Right.
has no sun. It's nighttime.
Hey, Carl, why doesn't NASA, since they've been to the moon, live stream the Earth from the moon in 4K HD?
They probably will when Trump sends them back up.
Trump sends them.
Trump is literally doing that. Your boy's doing that, dude. Your boy believes it. Dude, Trump and most Republicans actually do believe him.
But my boy's a businessman. He's obviously gonna lie to you guys.
Oh, it's just for the business.
I don't lie.
That makes sense.
Like, guys, I got invited to the Republican convention. I'm the most beautiful Republican there is, because a Republican means you have a platform.
I thought Trump was.
No, but he's not going to be there. So, and he's glowing. He's beautiful. But what I'm saying is, like, I get invited to that, but I'd have a lot more people following me if I stop with the flat earth stuff. But I'll never stop because it's God's word.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I
completely disagree with you.
Yeah,
because it's almost provable. But okay.
Okay,
we believe in his dedication to God.
Yeah, we love the dedication.
Sure, absolutely.
Can I ask you? Do you feel like you won that debate?
Oh yeah, literally, you said you didn't understand waves and time zones, and that alone was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? But what about this one? Let's say you're in one single time zone, right? You're like on the West Coast right now.
Understand it, right? How do
you put a poll? Go outside at the exact same time at noon.
No, hang on.
Oh my god.
You said I didn't research waves, so I lost. How do waves work? Go.
The moon. You can't tides come in and out. You can't explain that.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm destroying you, bro. I'm not even trying.
No, so do you believe in like plates, like the tectonic plates? Like, do you believe in that, John?
I believe in a station. Look, Einstein said the Earth is an observable, motionless plane. And can I just say one thing? The word horizon, when you're on an airplane, and they use a gyroscope, which measures level to the ground scientifically. When you're on an airplane, even pilots will know this, bro. That's why flat Earth is an engineer-pilot movement, you fucking idiot. Okay. When a plane is flying, right?
Yep.
It's stationary to the ground. When you look at the horizon at 40,000 feet, there should be some curvature. There isn't. Who knows why?
What about this, Jon Zherka?
No. Where does the word? I'm gonna ask Boobles. Where does the word horizon come from?
I couldn't tell you. Want to educate me?
I think the word comes from horizontal. You fucking idiot.
Okay. Jesus.
So wait,
Okay, but I want to know what you think the waves are. Like, do you think that they're shifting in the plates that making the waves happen? Like, what are waves?
I talk to globe guys. This is
it's literally the gravity of the moon literally tugging at the waves as it goes around.
But he doesn't believe in the moon, so I want to know what he thinks the waves
are.
True. Okay.
What do you mean I don't believe in the moon? I believe in the moon.
Well, you just.
But you don't understand that. Okay, so you don't understand that as like the tides get up. You don't believe in tides.
Think of a snow globe. Yep. Mars, all the planets that are named after Doc's pagan gods he worships, Jupiter, Saturn. These are all pagan gods you guys are worshiping, right? By accident. You don't even know you've been tricked.
I just want to know.
Wait, what is that? What is that? What Monday is the god of
Mars, Pluto stuff. When you look through a telescope,
Pluto's not even a planet.
But no, Mars, Jupiter, when you look at all these planets, right? When you look at them through a telescope, right? Not computer-generated images, just through a telescope, you find out that they're just wandering stars that have a different path.
So,
what about this? You stand on top of Mount Everest with a telescope. Why can I not see your house from there?
Yeah, how come there's no curve from Mount Everest?
There is.
What is that? Hold on. Wait.
That's why you can't see.
Hold on. I kind of want to go back. I kind of want to go back.
Why can't you see your house from there? Just get a telescope.
What do you mean by the pagan shit? What do you mean by the pagan shit?
Did you just say you can see the curve of Earth from Mount Everest?
I'm saying you cannot see the entire planet from Mount Everest. So why not with the telescope?
No, you changed it.
No, I didn't. I said, why can't you go on top of the Mount Everest and see your house from there?
I'm asking you,
because the curve of the Earth happens. So yeah, there's the curve. You can't see past the curve. You can't see past the curve.
You can see the curvature. You can see the curvature from Mount Everest, but not a weather balloon that's 120,000.
If you took a weather balloon 100,000 feet into the sky and you took a telescope on it, you could not see China if you did it from your house. No.
What?
You couldn't.
Do you think that you can?
Yeah, yes.
John, can we set up a donation goal for you to go in a
can't
weather
see
balloon?
any of the fucking shit in there. You can't see Japan. You can't see Russia.
Explain to me, Paul, are you saying because we don't have infinite Superman sight, the Earth is
It's
round?
a telescope, you fucking idiot. You can see everything from there. You can see the goddamn moon from a telescope here. That's really far the fuck away.
Yeah. So did you say a telescope can zoom into an object like the moon 240,000 miles away?
GoneDoc donated.
Yes.
How the fuck
If
did
the
this
Earth
guy?
were flat, it could.
You can change your
Someone donated $10 and he says if Earth was hold on. If the Earth was hold on, wait, Zherka, hold on. If the Earth was flat, then it has an edge. Where's the edge? Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, the edge is
there's actually
Antarctica.
Look at a flat Earth map. The highest shoreline on Earth is the continent, the ring that encompasses the waters. It is Antarctica. There's something called the Antarctic Treaty, the only treaty in history that has not been broken, guarded by like 50 nations, militarized zone. You can't go there ever since Admiral Byrd discovered it, the first person in Antarctica, and he was a flat earther. I win.
Why can't you?
There's people that go on research missions to Antarctica all the time.
Dubai Life, thank you for the $10. What's your take on flying?
Why can't you see China?
You can't go to Antarctica.
Poor dog.
Hold on. Every time I win, you guys are gonna change this.
No, why can't you see China? I just want you to answer the one question.
Shit, fuck.
With a weather balloon and with a telescope attached to it. It's not that far away. It shouldn't be that big.
Bro, hold on, Claude. I'm starting to think you think a telescope can zoom in more than a Nikon camera.
Yes, it can. Do you know what a telescope is? Hello?
Wait, did you just say that a Nikon Canon or a Nikon? No, I can't even say it. Can zoom in more than a telescope?
Like, way more, you fucking idiot.
Thank you for the 100 bits, apple or banana.
I don't.
I guess at that point, there's no winning. If he thinks a Nikon camera can zoom in.
Have you ever looked through a telescope?
Thank you, Dubai Life.
Google the lens magnification of both right now. Do it right now.
Oh, Nikon cameras are a big flat earther thing, apparently.
No.
Oh, okay, so it's a meme. I get it.
No. We're gonna do this.
We get the joke, y'all.
We're gonna do it simple. Paul, you're gonna Google each lens's magnification right now, live. If you're not a pussy, go.
I like pussy. Okay. Anyway, so
I need a drink.
We invited Wikipedia to the podcast.
I need a bestie.
I'm actually debating children, bro. I'm actually debating children.
Okay.
I want to hear your radical views on other things. Hold on, let me go.
No, you're losing on this one.
What?
John, what's your favorite sex
I wasn't even
position?
competing.
Huh?
What's your favorite sex position?
Yeah, good question.
I've only done ever one doggy.
Okay, whatever.
I see even a children's telescope can do 1200 millimeter focal length. The best Nikon camera can only do 300, and that's a children's telescope, not even a NASA one, which the Nazis would have made way better and stronger. I just googled that shit in 2 seconds.
Claude, I just said Google the best telescope you can buy versus the Nikon P900.
The Nikon, okay, the Nikon P900 better be on Nikon's website and not on flateartherunited.com. Nikon
flateartherunited.com.
Well, you know what's sad about this? It zooms in like 80 times more, I heard.
80 times more than a telescope? I know exactly the video you're talking about. It's not 80 times more.
Is it a lot, though, right?
It is... okay, so you're saying 80 times. It can do an 80 times zoom, but that's not 80 times more than the... The children's telescope can do 1200. This one can do 2000.
Look.
So let me look up a real one.
There's a reason why people stopped using telescopes for Nikon P900 cameras.
Why?
Because it's zoom magnification, get closer to the moon craters, you fucking idiot,
man. Everything's gonna be okay.
Next, yo, this is so easy. I feel like you guys never went to grade school.
I didn't learn.
I mean, I'm saying with.
I can't wait till Destiny.
3,500 millimeter. There's some that the obviously the Hubble telescope can do a fucking shit ton. Can do almost 10,000 millimeter.
We don't believe
Zherka v Destiny. That would be good.
No, Destiny doesn't win it.
Bring Destiny here right now.
No, you go fucking no. Destiny's gonna just ban everybody from your chat, his chat, for even mentioning your name.
Valkyria, thank you for the $4.20. What about the video of the man who did the world's highest skydive?
Yeah, there's so many.
There's a video of the globe being curved as fuck. Zherka, your turn. Baby Koi donates $5. He says John is actually right. The rest of the people who don't want the truth because it hurts the reality. Thank you, guys.
It hurts the reality. That sentence in itself is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys look at all the ask the question slowly.
There's some that are 500 and 600 times, and they're considered small telescopes. As I'm saying, I found a children's one that almost does the same as the P900. There are some that do 508 to 600 times.
I feel like you're being disingenuous to the chat.
I'm not. I swear to God, go to opticsplanet.com. It's literally like it has that kind of shit there for telescopes and stuff.
I don't know. That's probably a globe theory.
Well, you already said you didn't believe in the Hubble telescope, which is 10,000 times.
No, I'm wondering, Claw, why you always have to go to a telescope that's illegal to purchase.
Why is that illegal? Wait, so you only want to find the ones that are at Walmart?
No, you can go to the.
Thank you, Dubai Life.
You can go to the telescope store.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what
Cody, are you drunk?
No, I wish. I wish I was drunk right now.
I was gonna destroy it. What was it?
I don't
know.
know.
A little drunk.
Your cat's in my room, and I don't know how.
I'm saying all sorts of different.
I literally watched you walk away and go get her and bring her back.
Well, I went to the bathroom, and then she was in my room.
Ask your question
You
again.
physically carried her into the room.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, John.
I picked her up at the door.
You believe in the Red Bull jump?
The what?
Yeah, the guy that jumped from really high up and then landed. That was sponsored by Red Bull.
The stratosphere thing.
How far was the jump?
I don't.
He jumped from the stratosphere.
What?
Yeah.
Doc, can I say in that video, like 95% of Earth's curvature from the fisheye lens, that's what causes a curve. You guys know what a fucking GoPro is? That's why fuselage windows on an airplane are curved. You don't ever see curve on an airplane or at Marcus Phoenix jump. But I'm going to say there's a picture of even the pole gets warped. You can tell everything gets warped because it's a fisheye lens. But let's say it's not a fisheye lens to help you guys out more. The under him was all of New Mexico. You're saying all of 95% of Earth is land-based New Mexico? They fucked up so hard, man. Like, come on.
Yo, Slicker, what game you playing?
Devil May Cry.
Sick.
Continue. I'm listening. Continue.
Yeah. This guy, man. What the fuck is a flying dildo? What the fuck is that? Okay.
Yo, I need to go from chat.
Yeah, anyways. Honestly, Zherka, dude. I know,
I went.
No, I think you just need to have sex, dude. I think you'll be.
I gotta say, it was easy. I'm gonna actually celebrate with the shark.
Oh, fuck.
Haram.
That's haram.
Haram.
Alright, yeah. For, exclamation mark joint to be on stream.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
My dad said that, I used to run.
Yeah.
I was in trouble.
You can't run from fucking.
Hey, Doc, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If the Earth is on an axis spinning, right?
Right.
If you fly against the spin, wouldn't it take you longer to get to your destination?
It does. That's literally provable.
Oh, wouldn't it be 4 or 5 hours longer?
No. Why would it be 4 or 5 times longer? Also, time zones.
You know how fast
so it might be a little bit longer, but also the time zones allow you to get there faster because of time zone. You get there earlier, technically, not faster.
You're so cute. Can you answer this also? Does an airplane pilot account for the Earth's motion when he lands?
Yes. I mean, it's not moving that fast underneath him. How fast do you think the Earth is moving?
It's funny because they interviewed a pilot candidly.
So when a helicopter goes in the air, the Earth should just start moving underneath him?
Scouser, thank you.
Yeah. So that's your
because he's not in the atmosphere?
Yeah, you and Doc, since I know you're gonna go to the Coriolis effect.
Wait, so he doesn't believe in.
Doc believed that the Earth is spinning, right? So you can theoretically fly a helicopter because the atmosphere is not affected, right? and then China can
it
go.
will affect it. Why do you think the
What about
helicopter's
gravity?
flying? No. Why do you think the helicopter's flying in the first place? Do you think it's just hovering magically? No, it's pushing the air down. That means that the entire atmosphere moving with it is also pushing it down and moving it with it.
Oh, actually, that's a great question. You said an airplane pushes off the atmosphere of Earth, a speedboat on the ocean. What do rockets push off of in a vacuum?
Are you talking about like how they can fly in space? Because they push air out. It's the same thing as
wait,
wait,
Zherka, what about how do wait, hold on. This is from how do seasons work on a flat Earth then?
Why he already said
You couldn't answer that.
Yeah, he just said it's because it's goes around in east to west or something like this.
That's how the sun rises.
I don't know. But I just didn't know how there's different climates in different parts
Then
of the
how
world.
does the sun rise in the
at same
east
time.
and set in the west every day?
That's exactly how it works on a flat Earth medium.
But
But
so you think the sun revolves around us?
I don't understand how the flat Earth.
Okay, just
works,
making sure.
So that's why I'm having a bit of.
It's fine.
I don't understand how it takes me.
Dude, we were so close to being off of this topic. This close. This close.
Yo, I don't understand how this is so easy for me.
But then as it gets quiet, we move on to the next topic, and he just goes like, "What do you think about
stand-up comedian? Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Jon Zherka, and I like to just keep talking about flat Earth.
I want to know other things. I know you have radical views about other things besides flat Earth.
John, change the game.
We're not saying change the game, bro. We're just trying to say we're bored because you're not fun to argue with.
But
John, would you ever consider doing porn?
There's a good topic.
Good question.
Great question.
I haven't done that much.
That much.
You haven't done that much, so you've done porn in the past.
I'm not experienced like you guys. Like I'm selective.
Oh, okay.
What?
Not with.
Well,
not
if
with
there was a
blowjob.
girl that you liked a lot, and she was like, "Let's record ourselves fucking," would you do it?
No, I've never. But also, like, unless it's my Snapchat.
Is it because you don't want it to get leaked, or?
Yeah. Like, I think that's sacred temple. You know, I don't need everyone.
Right, sure.
Another thing is like I'm not good at. You guys are very experienced compared to me, but I'm really experienced and I'm really good at getting head.
Oh, okay.
I'm really good at giving head.
Congratulations.
Okay, DM me. That's how.
All right.
No,
do you guys mind? Do you guys mind if I interview someone for the reverse show?
Yeah, go.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yo, do it. That's way better than listening to Boobles trying to me.
Oh my god.
So Zherka, are you back to being normal again, or are you gonna be a little bit of bitch? And not come on?
No, I don't want to be normal because, like, honestly, sometimes I didn't realize people cry off stream. I didn't know that's a thing. So
Wait,
like,
yeah.
I want to
cry. They only cry on stream.
Don't say.
It's nobody you guys know, but private.
Can I ask you to make me cry?
Like, I didn't know that I'm so offensive. I didn't know that.
All right.
Oh,
Well, John, honestly, dude, like, you're doing pretty well, man. Like, you're doing pretty well.
No, I have loved you today. I thought you did way better today than you did when you came on the Raj's show for 2 seconds the other day and you did some weird voice and didn't know how to fucking act. Now you're back to yourself.